Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Runes. Now, today we'll be doing Let's Talk Legend. Today we'll be talking about the Mana Rig. So, the Mana Rig is actually a structure that was built by the Thran on the plain of Dominaria. This is basically a metal structure that is the size of a small city. It is perched on Shiv on the cliff's edge. This was created by people known as Thran, as mentioned. The rig was created to create huge crystals that were batteries known as Power Stones. The Mana Rig also produced Thran metal, which people say were indestructible. During the time of Thran, there had been another mana rig at Halcone, which was actually eventually destroyed. The mana rig was actually a prototype of producing goods. Urza discovered the rig during the event known as Urza's Legacy. When it was discovered, he was able to get the Visciano and Goblin to work together to work on the mana rig. He used such devices on the rig to create metal for the skyship Weatherlight. During the Phyrexian invasion on Dominaria, Yawgmoth's minions had attempted to destroy the mana ring. But surprisingly to the minions, and even Urza, the mana ring actually detached itself and defended itself. It was a planeswalker Johora who had previously installed guns on it that would shoot huge amounts of lava. The result of this that Urza was able to continue to make power stones with the Thran metal with Johora. Teferi was actually able to phase them out of time, which was the result of the storyline known as the Time Spiral when they were returning. The Mana Ring was very important during the second Phyrexian invasion as well. During the invasion, Sheoldred's minions were able to overrun the Mana Ring, and Johora had no choice but to initiate the self-destruct. The new coalition, who used this as the home base of operations, had lost everything, and the Phyrexian had accomplished what they were set out to do. The Sylex was neutralized, the Mana Ring was destroyed, and Karn was captured. After the destruction of the Mana Ring, some power stones were actually able to be recovered, and that is all the information we have on the Mana Ring at the moment. So the Mana Rig was actually represented in 1-1 card only, and it took till 2022 to actually get a card for the Mana Rig. Basically says whenever you cast a multicolor spell, create a tap power token. Pay 3x, look at the top X cards of your library, put up to 2 of them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. The only card that really is kind of cool because it does cost 3 to get those power stones. So the Mana Rig is actually depicted in many cards throughout all the Magic world. And this one from Bean Urza Sega, and look at the back of the Acidic Soil card there's the Mana Rig just in the background. So that's really cool. Then we have another card from the Urza's block is Impending Disasters. And well, there's the gun shooting out lava, and those are the two goblins and the Visciano working together. It's really cool. And the saying is the goblins are in charge of maintenance. Why not set it on fire now and call it a day? Next we have is Bend or Break from Invasion. And that is probably one of the clearest pictures of the Mana Rig. I really think this card is cool because it can show how can it detach from its main source. Then there's actually not much more to this card, but it's really cool that they have the Mana Rig in a basic land card from the Dominaria United. And there's not, like I said, it's just really cool that it's a land. There's nothing more, nothing special. Then we have another great card from the Urza Lega series, is Defense Grid. And that's quite a clear picture of the Mana Rig. And there's not much more to say at that. The saying is, we've managed to keep the goblins in their assigned areas, but there's little we can do about the smell. And the last card is from the Invasion series, Scorching Lava, and I really like how this is tied into the story, because there's the Mana Rig shooting out lava. Now we'll just go over some cards that the Mana Rig is actually referred to. So being the subtext, most likely the first one being Crawl Space, the goblins did not understand their attraction to the Mana Rig. They simply knew it was where they belonged. Next we have is Shiv and Ree from Dominaria United, and this poem says, the boiling seas around Shiv provided a welcome layer of protection for the reclaimed Mana Rig. Next card we have is Goblin Picker, and well, the saying says, countless generations of Shiv and goblins have worked on the Mana Rig, giving them an unparalleled eye for useful relics. And there he is picking through all the relics, so that's a really cool card and picture that is, again, tied with a Mana Rig. Next card we have is Thran Lens, and it's from the Urza series, which seems to be from the Dominaria United and Urza's series, very popular. And the saying in the card goes, every device in the rig is evidence of Thran enlightenment. All mana was the same to them, whether from rock or water, growth or decay. Can you imagine such unity of vision? Next card we have is Meltdown. Catastrophes happen so often at the Mannereg that the Viashino language had a special word to describe them. And last but not least on the entire, video is, we got the Grappler. It says, they've returned for the Manray, but it no longer belongs to them. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is all the information the cards related to the Manray at the time of this video. So I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.